Hey there, friend. If you've been struggling with weight loss, jumping from diet to diet, trying endless workout routines, and still not seeing the results you want, then you are in the right place. I know exactly how frustrating it can be to put in the effort and feel like nothing is working. But don't worry, today, we're going to change that. I'm Ava Carter, your coach, motivator, and biggest supporter on this journey to a healthier, stronger, and more confident you. My goal with this podcast is to help you cut through the noise, ditch the fads, and learn real, science-backed strategies that will actually help you achieve sustainable weight loss. No gimmicks, no quick fixes, just practical tips, expert advice, and real-life experience to help you feel and perform your best. Now, today's episode is a big one, because we're tackling something that might just be holding you back. The 5 most common mistakes that prevent weight loss, and trust me, I've been there too. These are the little traps I wish someone had warned me about earlier. But the good news? Once you know them, you can fix them, and start seeing real results. So, grab your water, get comfy, and let's dive in. But before we do, if you're excited to take control of your health and fitness, make sure to hit that follow button so you never miss an episode. We've got plenty more insights, workouts, and motivation coming your way. Alright, let's get to it. Mistake number 1. Eating too little or cutting calories too aggressively. Have you ever thought, the less I eat, the faster I'll lose weight? If so, trust me, you're not alone. I used to believe this too. It seems logical, right? Eat less, weigh less. But here's the kicker, cutting your calories too much can actually slow down your progress instead of speeding it up. Here's why extreme calorie restriction backfires. Your metabolism slows down when you don't eat enough. Your body senses a shortage of fuel and goes into energy conservation mode. That means your metabolism slows down, making it even harder to burn fat. Instead of dropping weight, you might hit a plateau, or even start gaining. You lose muscle instead of fat. Muscle is your body's natural calorie burning machine. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn at rest. But when you starve your body, it starts breaking down muscle for energy instead of fat, which lowers your metabolic rate even further. Constant hunger and cravings lead to binge eating. Ever noticed how after restricting yourself for days, you suddenly find yourself knee-deep in a pizza? Wondering what happened? That's your body fighting back against starvation. Extreme calorie restriction triggers cravings, fatigue, mood swings, and eventually, binge eating. It's a vicious cycle that keeps you stuck instead of making progress. So, how do we fix this? Create a moderate calorie deficit. Instead of slashing 1.000 calories a day, aim for a 300 to 500 calorie deficit. It's sustainable, and it keeps your metabolism working for you, not against you. Prioritize protein and nutrient-dense foods. Protein helps you stay full longer, preserves muscle, and keeps your metabolism high. Fill your plate with lean meats, eggs, Greek yogurt, tofu, beans, and fiber-rich veggies to keep hunger at bay. Track, but don't obsess. A calorie tracking app can help you make sure you're eating enough to fuel your workouts and daily activities, because starving yourself isn't the answer. Think balance, not extremes. Let's break the myth once and for all. Weight loss isn't about eating as little as possible, it's about fueling your body the right way. Alright, now that we've tackled mistake number 1, let's move on to mistake number 2, and this one might surprise you. Rock it. Mistake number 2. Doing only cardio and ignoring strength training. My host. I see this all the time. People spend hours grinding away on the treadmill, running mile after mile, but completely skip the weights. If that's you, don't worry. I used to be the same way. I thought the secret to fat loss was burning as many calories as possible through cardio. But let me tell you, if you want to build a lean, toned body and actually speed up fat loss, strength training is a game changer. Revolving light. Here's the truth about cardio versus strength training. Right finger cardio burns calories, but only while you're doing it, sure. An hour on the treadmill can torch a solid amount of calories. But the moment you step off, the calorie burn stops. Strength training, on the other hand, keeps your metabolism revved up long after your workout is over. Right finger lifting weights helps you lose fat, not muscle. Ever seen someone who lost weight but still feels soft instead of toned? That's what happens when you only do cardio and don't build muscle. Strength training helps preserve your lean muscle mass, so you lose fat while keeping your body strong and defined. Right finger more muscle equals more calories burned at rest. Muscle is metabolically active, which means the more you have, the more calories your body burns, even when you're just chilling on the couch. It's like giving your metabolism a permanent boost without spending extra hours in the gym. Bullseye, how do we fix this? Checkmark, aim for 3 to 4 strength training sessions per week. You don't need to be in the gym for hours. Even 30 to 45 minutes of weight training a few times a week will make a huge difference. Focus on compound movements like squats, deadlifts, lunges, push-ups, and rows. They hit multiple muscle groups and give you the most bang for your buck. Checkmark, no gym? No problem. If you don't have access to weights, resistance bands, dumbbells, or even body weight exercises, like squats, push-ups, and planks, can still help you build strength. The key is progressive overload. Keep challenging your muscles by increasing resistance or reps over time. Checkmark, don't fear getting bulky, ladies. I hear this concern all the time. And let me say it loud and clear, lifting weights will not make you bulky. It takes years of specialized training and a calorie surplus to build significant muscle mass. Strength training will make you look leaner, stronger, and more toned, not bulky. Rock it. So, here's the takeaway. If you want to burn fat, tone your body, and boost your metabolism, don't just rely on cardio. Get those weights in, build strength, and watch your progress skyrocket. Fire ready for mistake number 3? This one's a big one, because it's something a lot of people get wrong about dieting. Let's go. Studio microphone. Mistake number 3. Not tracking your nutrition and macros. You've probably heard this saying before, you can't out-train a bad diet. And let me tell you, it's 100% true. You can be crushing it in the gym, running miles, lifting weights, and sweating through intense workouts, but if your nutrition isn't dialed in, you're going to hit a wall. I've seen it happen time and time again. People working so hard but still feeling stuck because they're not paying attention to what they're eating. Here's why tracking your nutrition is a game changer. Even healthy foods can be misleading. Have you ever thought you were eating clean, but still weren't losing weight? Foods like avocados, nuts, granola, and smoothies can be super nutritious, but they're also calorie dense. Without tracking, it's easy to overeat without realizing it. Protein is king for fat loss and muscle retention. If you're not getting enough protein, you risk losing muscle instead of fat. Protein helps keep you full, supports recovery, and boosts metabolism, so making sure you hit your daily intake is crucial. Under-eating or overeating without knowing. Some people think they're eating just right, but in reality, they're way off, either not eating enough, leading to stalled progress and cravings, or eating more than they realize, which keeps them from losing fat. Tracking helps you stay on point without the guesswork. How do we fix this? Use a food tracking app. Apps like MyFitnessPal, Chronometer, or Macros First make it super easy to monitor your protein, carbs, and fats. You don't have to track forever, but even a few weeks of logging your meals can be eye-opening. Prioritize protein in every meal. Aim for 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight to maintain muscle. Stay full and boost metabolism. Think lean meats, eggs, Greek yogurt, tofu, beans, and protein shakes. Plan your meals ahead of time. Ever found yourself starving and grabbing the first thing in sight? That's when bad choices happen. Meal prepping, even if it's just having healthy snacks on hand, keeps you on track and in control. Bottom line, if you're serious about results, don't just guess your nutrition, track it, plan it, and fuel your body the right way. Alright, now on to mistake number 4, and this one's huge. It's something that most people don't even realize is sabotaging their progress. Let's dive in. Mistake number 4. Lack of sleep and high stress levels. Alright, let's talk about something that a lot of people overlook when it comes to weight loss: sleep and stress. I get it, we all have busy lives. And sometimes it feels like there just aren't enough hours in the day. But let me tell you, if you're not getting enough quality sleep and your stress levels are through the roof, your body is going to fight against your progress, no matter how much you exercise or how well you eat. Here's what happens when sleep and stress aren't under control. Your hunger hormones go haywire when you don't get enough sleep. Your body increases ghrelin, the hormone that makes you hungry, and decreases leptin, the hormone that signals fullness. Translation? You wake up craving junk food and feel like you could eat all day long. Cortisol, the stress hormone, keeps you stuck. Chronic stress and sleep deprivation cause cortisol levels to spike, which leads to increased fat storage, especially around the belly. Ever feel like you're doing everything right but still holding on to stubborn fat? High cortisol might be the culprit. Poor sleep equals low energy and bad decisions. When you're exhausted, your workouts suffer, your willpower drops, and it becomes way easier to grab that sugary coffee or fast food meal instead of making a healthy choice. It's not just about feeling tired, it's about how lack of sleep impacts every decision you make. How do we fix this? Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Treat sleep like an essential part of your fitness plan, not an afterthought. Create a bedtime routine. Keep your room cool and dark, and avoid screens before bed to improve sleep quality. Reduce stress with simple habits. You don't need to do an hour-long meditation to lower stress. Even 5 to 10 minutes of deep breathing, a short walk in nature, or journaling can make a huge difference. Cut back on late-day caffeine. If you're someone who loves coffee, I feel you. Try to avoid caffeine at least 6 hours before bed. Even if you think it doesn't affect you, caffeine can still interfere with your deep sleep cycles, leaving you feeling groggy the next day. So, here's the deal. Want to lose weight faster, feel more energized, and improve your overall health? Start treating sleep and stress management as seriously as your workouts and nutrition. Your body will thank you. Ready for mistake number 5? This one is a game changer when it comes to staying consistent and actually enjoying the process. Let's go. Mistake number 5. Expecting fast results and giving up too soon. Alright, let's get real for a second, because this one is a big mindset mistake that I see holding so many people back. You start a new workout program, clean up your diet, and for the first couple of weeks, you're feeling motivated, energized, and ready to crush your goals. But then, you step on the scale, and the number hasn't changed much. Or maybe your progress feels too slow, and frustration kicks in. Sound familiar? Here's the truth about real, sustainable weight loss. Your body doesn't change overnight. Most people expect to see drastic results in just a few weeks. But in reality, it takes at least 8 to 12 weeks for significant, noticeable changes to happen. Your body needs time to adapt, build muscle, and shed fat the right way. Consistency is the real secret to success. The people who succeed aren't the ones who do everything perfectly for a couple of weeks. They're the ones who keep going, even when progress feels slow. Small, daily improvements add up. Every healthy meal, every workout, every extra hour of sleep, it all matters. The scale isn't the only measure of progress. This is huge. So many people get discouraged because the scale isn't moving. But weight loss isn't linear. Your weight fluctuates daily due to water retention, muscle gain, and other factors. That's why it's so important to track multiple indicators of progress. Take progress photos every 2 to 4 weeks. You'll be amazed at the difference. Measure your waist, hips, and other key areas. Often, the inches drop before the pounds do. Track your strength and endurance. Are you lifting heavier? Running longer? Feeling stronger? That's progress. How do we fix this mindset? Shift your focus from quick results to long-term success. Ask yourself, am I making changes that I can maintain for the next 6 months? A year? For life? If the answer is no, it's time to rethink your approach. This isn't a diet, it's a lifestyle. Set process-based goals, not just outcome-based ones, instead of obsessing over losing 10 pounds in a month. Focus on actions you can control. I will strength train 4x per week. I will eat 100 grams of protein per day. I will prioritize 7+ hours of sleep. When you focus on the process, the results take care of themselves. Be patient and trust the process. There will be ups and downs. Some weeks, you'll feel like a rock star. Other weeks, you might feel stuck. But remember, progress isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Brief pause to let that sink in. So here's my advice. Stop chasing quick fixes. Stop expecting instant results. Start playing the long game. Because when you commit to the process and stay consistent, the results will come faster than you think. And that wraps up our list of the top 5 weight loss mistakes and how to fix them. But don't go anywhere just yet, because up next, I've got a special bonus tip that might just be the missing piece to your success. Stay tuned. Alright, team. There you have it. The 5 most common weight loss mistakes and, more importantly, exactly how to fix them. If you've ever felt stuck or frustrated on your fitness journey, I hope today's episode gave you the clarity and action steps you need to start making real progress. Fuel your body properly. Eating too little slows your metabolism and makes fat loss harder. Focus on a moderate calorie deficit and prioritize protein-rich, nutrient-dense foods. Strength training is a game changer. Don't just rely on cardio. Lifting weights helps you burn fat, build muscle, and boost your metabolism all day long. Track your nutrition and macros. If you're not paying attention to what you eat, you're guessing instead of progressing. Use a food tracking app. Prioritize protein, and plan your meals in advance. Sleep and stress management matter more than you think. Lack of sleep and high stress lead to hormonal imbalances that make weight loss harder. Get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Practice stress-reducing habits, and cut caffeine in the evenings. Be patient and trust the process. Quick fixes don't work. Consistency beats perfection. Focus on long-term sustainable habits. Track your progress beyond the scale, and celebrate the small wins along the way. Now, here's your action step. Pick one mistake from today's episode and commit to fixing it this week. Just one. Small, sustainable changes lead to big results over time. If you found this episode helpful, do me a favor, hit that follow button so you never miss a future episode. We've got tons of science-backed tips, workout strategies, and mindset shifts coming your way. Let's connect. I'd love to hear from you. What was your biggest takeaway from today's episode? Have a question or a topic you'd like me to cover? Send me a DM on Instagram, at your Instagram handle, and let's chat. Thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate you. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep pushing forward. And remember, you've got this. The information shared in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only. While we strive to provide science-backed fitness and nutrition insights, this content should not be considered medical advice. Every individual's body, health history, and needs are unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. Before making any significant changes to your diet, exercise routine, or health practices, we strongly recommend consulting with a qualified healthcare professional, doctor, or registered dietitian. Your health and well-being come first, and professional guidance ensures that your fitness journey is safe, effective, and tailored to you.